Amanda Lennestall's family has been through several waves of COVID-19 in northern Sweden and is anxious to move home.
It feels a little bit at the moment that those of us trying to return home are pawns in a bigger political game.
National Cabinet's decision to halve the international arrivals caps is aimed at easing pressure on quarantine facilities in the face of the Delta variant.
If you reduce the caps, you reduce the risk. And that's exactly what we're trying to do here.
There will be a decrease in the commercial arrivals, but an increase in what are called the facilitated arrivals to Howard Springs in the Northern Territory.
But not all of the nation's leaders agree the cuts were necessary.
Just because you're welcoming home less Australians every week doesn't mean outbreaks aren't going to happen, mistakes aren't going to happen.
She agreed to it. So you can't go in the meeting and agree to something and then come out and say, I don't agree with it. It's not really the Australian way.
Slashing the caps is part of the first stage of a 4-step plan to gradually ease COVID-19 restrictions. Each stage will be triggered by certain vaccination targets being met, although they haven't yet been worked out.
The Chief Health Officers have been at work today outlining those steps, and we will get the medical advice shortly through the course of the work of the Doherty Institute.
The current phase will see trials of home quarantine for vaccinated travellers. By early next year, it's hoped lockdowns will only be used in extreme circumstances. Eventually, vaccinated Australians should be exempt from all domestic restrictions and from international caps, before life largely returns to normal.
Scott Morrison's failure to plan has been a plan to fail. This new deal is just the old deal that has never been delivered.
The plan doesn't inspire much confidence in Murray Bruce, who lives with his family outside London. Both he and his wife are fully vaccinated and have been longing to bring their kids back to Australia for a holiday.
I think I deserve the right to come home and give my grandmother a hug and see my mum.
Until the vaccination targets are set, there's no real certainty on how National Cabinet's plan will work or when each milestone might be met. The government insists the vaccine program is gathering speed and that Pfizer deliveries will escalate towards the end of this year. But with just 8.7% of adults fully vaccinated, there's still a long way to go. Jade Macmillan, ABC News, Canberra.